Hi, my name's Laila Doyle. I'm a junior studying nutrition and health sciences from Edmond, Oklahoma. I ended up at Nebraska because my dad was actually born here. So he talked a lot about the Huskers, and it seemed like a really cool opportunity to go out of state. And they have a lot of support for military students. And my dad's a veteran, so it seemed like the perfect place to be. I think what surprised me the most was how similar it was to Oklahoma. I feel like it's only 6 hours away, like just straight up, basically. But I feel like the people are very similar and like they're very kind. And I feel like I've had the opportunity to connect with a lot of people. The one thing that I didn't realize was that people like hold the door open for other people. And we do not do that back at home. So like now it's like habit. And anywhere I go, I always hold the door open for people, which I never did before. So I think that's pretty cool. I actually started as a biology major. And so through like my time here at college, I like kind of figured out what I was interested in. And so then I met somebody in my lab who was taking classes with nutrition and health sciences, and they wanted to do the same thing as me. And I was like, wait, why am I major not nutrition and health sciences? So then I changed it. I want to be an occupational therapist. So it's a lot like a physical therapist, but it's working with more like recovering from injuries that are like longer lasting, or like helping people like learn how to use their hands if they want to work in a specific job, or helping people with disabilities. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. I really wanted to work with kids, and hopefully like in a school. So kids who like have disabilities and things like that. So I'm hoping to maybe go that route. And I feel like occupational therapy is a way that I can connect with people. I started working in Tamaz's lab last August, so the beginning of fall semester. Well, my research specifically is researching the effect of fibroblast cells and satellite cells, and looking how the crosstalk of both of those cells can lead to, I guess, the building up of muscles. So basically the way that you build your muscles is that they actually start by breaking down. And so with the satellite cells, they go through a bunch of differentiation, forming the myotubes and then the myoblast, and then it forms into a total muscle. So that's kind of the main thing we're seeing. So we're seeing if the satellite cells, depending on whether or not you're lean or if you're obese, seeing if you're going to have an increased differentiation of those satellite cells or decreased or no effect at all. And so the main thing, I guess, we're trying to look at to see is like if this impacts obese patients like after surgery, or if you're working in a sports field, if you are a heavier weight, is it going to impact you, or your muscles going to be able to build stronger depending on your weight, things like that. So yeah. I'm an honors student, so I'm a part of that community. And this is like the main way that I figured out about UCARE, which is like the undergraduate research that I'm doing. I feel like that opportunity was really good because it gave me the chance to connect with faculty that I probably never would have met, because I am a nutrition major, but I've mostly taken like my classes online and things like that. So I don't really come over to East Campus. So I feel like being able to come over to East, eat lunch, go to the library, I think it's a super great opportunity to be able to connect to different parts of campus. I also feel like it's just a great opportunity to like learn new things. I feel like I also didn't really know about fibroblasts and satellite cells and how that all worked. And through this lab and through this experience, I feel like I've become a lot more well-versed in all those different things. And I'm really excited to be able to present. With UCARE, you get to present like at the end of the year with a whole bunch of other students. So it's like a big research conference. So I've done a little bit of presenting back in high school, but that was like 3 years ago. So it's been a really long time, but I'm excited to start again and try again and talk about my research, because it was something that I didn't know about before I started working here, but through the time that I spent here, I've become really interested in it. And it does relate a lot to my future and what I want to do with occupational therapy. So I'm hoping I can like use these skills and take them on later in life. I think the main thing that makes up my identity is the National Residence Hall Honorary. So it's an honorary group. It's an RSO on campus. And so like my main thing that we do with that is we fundraise for childhood cancer research. And so right now this semester, we've been fundraising. Since we literally landed in January, we've been fundraising like every single day, tabling. We've been hosting a ton of events, and we're having a big event by the end of this month. And I'm really excited about it. My mom did actually suffer from cancer. And so obviously it's not the same as childhood cancer because it impacted her at a different time. But I really feel like it's an important cause, and like showing people that you're supporting them no matter what stage of their life they're in is really important. And so I feel like that's one of my like favorite things about being on campus. It's taught me how to be a leader, and also being able to connect with different students. Like not everybody knows what St. Baldrick's is. That's the foundation that we're fundraising for. But being able to talk about it has given me like a lot of confidence in like my public speaking. I've been able to go to like a bunch of different like organizations and talk to them. And so it's given me the opportunity to connect with a bunch of people. So I'm really excited to see what we can do this year. That's like my main thing. I love I love NRHH. That's the acronym for it. And so being able to meet with a bunch of different student leaders, and we host a ton of different events. We do a bunch of service, which I really love to do. I love volunteering. And I feel like, especially at UNL, I feel like I've gotten the opportunity to volunteer a lot because they offer it in so many different ways. You can do it like, I guess like being a TA even is a way to volunteer. There's also like the Parks and Rec, which me and my group, we went and like shoveled at the Sunken Gardens. So that was an opportunity that you might not be able to get anywhere but UNL. And so I really, really enjoy being able to serve my community and give back. So those are like my favorite things, I guess. I think the main advice I would give is just to try new things, which is very basic, but I also feel like when I came here, I was very like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. My major is this. I'm only going to do these clubs. And that like completely like fell apart and everything was different like my first month here. And it was very like, it was kind of a hard transition learning that like your college is not exactly what you think it's going to be. But I feel like opening myself up to experiences is why I'm happy to be here now, because I didn't know what NRHH was when I got to campus, but now I'm a junior and it's like my favorite thing ever. Like I talk about it all the time. And so it's definitely something that I feel like you have to just let yourself be open to your experience, because if you're very rigid on what you want to do, you're going to miss out on the world of things that you can, I guess, get access to. And so that's probably my main piece of advice. My favorite class that I took, it's kind of odd, but I took ballet my freshman year because I did ballet all throughout high school and my childhood. So I really, really loved it. And so obviously being like a nutrition major and doing ballet, it was very different, but it was also a great way. Like kinesiology is a big part of dance. So I feel like I was able to connect like my anatomy knowledge and also like my dance knowledge. So I feel like it was very fun. And I also got to participate in like the student dance project. So I got to like, not present, but I got to dance in front of all these students and my friends came out and supported me. So it was a really big memory my freshman year. And it's something that I'm kind of looking forward to trying to do again, but obviously with like being a junior in school, I haven't had as much time to dance, but I'm hoping maybe I can go back to it. But that was definitely a really good memory my freshman year, being a part of ballet. From an out-of-state student's perspective, it's like, I could stay in Nebraska, I could go back home to Oklahoma, I could go anywhere. I think I really like to travel. That's kind of like the main reason I went out of state. I like to see new places and meet new people. I think before I go to OT school, I want to join the Peace Corps and like give back, because through my time here, I've done a lot of like public health classes and like nutrition planning and health promotion planning. And so there's a program within the Peace Corps and it's basically health promotion planning. And that's something that I gained a lot of experience in and a lot of interest in. So I'm hoping that if I'm able to join the Peace Corps, I can go out and do like health promotion planning and nutrition stuff for children in different countries. So that's kind of like my hope. But we'll see what happens. I don't know.